Hi everyone. Okay, we know the process. Let me get some invites out. I'm going to talk about a serious topic tonight. It's just heavy on my heart. So, hopefully I can speak on it. As y'all hop on, tell me where you're coming in from. My hands are shaking. It's been a completely emotional weekend. Well, hello there. Okay. Hi, Paul. Hi, Connie. Shannon from Seattle. Jen from Colorado in the house. Paul from Mississippi. Ginger. Fran from Florida. Okay. So this is probably going to be a very emotional live for me, but it needs to be said. Hi, Connie from Missouri. Friday night before, hi, Chelsea, before I got ready to go to bed, I was scrolling through Facebook and I noticed, hi, Leslie, funeral arrangements for a little girl who was 18 years old. Hi, Barb, that I have known since she was a little child. Hi, Michael. And I was just in complete shock. Complete shock. I had no idea. Okay? So this little girl actually was related by marriage at one point for me. So today was the funeral and I went, and as I was leaving, I saw my stepdaughter, my old stepdaughter. I shouldn't say old stepdaughter because I've always loved her like she's my daughter. And she's 30 years old now. And of course, we've stayed in contact since she was a little child because she truly was one of my children, right? So I've titled this video, How Do You Want to Be Remembered? And it's because this entire weekend and even leading into this weekend, there's been so many people reaching out who are going through some things that, of course, I've already walked through the pits of hell. Okay? I've already walked through the pits of hell. And I've come out on the other side with a whole different attitude, an attitude of wanting to inspire others, like to lead a happier life. An attitude of really wanting to work on myself so that I will leave an impact on someone's life versus being a selfish individual and staying to myself and being very unhappy and whatever. I use that time to really, I guess, work on me. Okay? So as I was getting ready to leave the funeral home, I ran into my stepdaughter. And she says, "Oh my gosh." And this tube of lipstick, okay? Hi, Anthony. Hi, Frank. Hi, Amelia. She actually said, "Do you remember that lipstick that you used to wear and the name of it was Mauve?" And she said, "Because I was at Walmart the other day and I saw that lipstick and I said, oh my God, this is a lipstick that Debbie wore." And she said, so I opened it, right, and smelled it. And she said, and it reminded me of my childhood. She said, "I love you so much and I'm glad you came today." And she said, "Oh, and as a matter of fact," she said, I tried it on and the color didn't work. And she said, yep, that's just a Debbie lipstick. She said, and I have it in my purse, so it's funny that you're here. Do you want this lipstick? And y'all, it has totally melted my heart, because we're talking about a child that I had in my home at 9 years old, that lived with me full time, who's now 30, that can still smell a lipstick and remember me. Right? So, and I know that that's not like truly impacting her life just to tell that little story, but it really did impact her life, and I really did impact her life. And we're going to get together for lunch and all this, that, and the other. And now the next thing that I want to say is I want to beg, okay, all of the youth out here. I am so deeply saddened, right, that we are losing so many of our youth to drugs. And as adults, we owe it to all these kids, not just our kids, but all these kids out here, to inspire them, to be a mentor in their lives, right? And lead them in the right direction when maybe they're following around people that they shouldn't be, because there's too many of them dying. I mean, and honest to God, when I walked into that funeral home today, before I ever walked in, I was like, what am I supposed to say to this mother of this child whom I've known her entire life? What am I supposed to say to that? And as parents, that is the last thing we should ever, ever, ever have to do, is bury our children. And as I was there, I sat there and I watched all of these youth that were there. Of course, she had, it looked like the host city was there, right? Because this child was so beautiful and had so many friends and had such an amazing life ahead of her. Hi, Jill. And all of her friends were so very sad. And I hope that what they saw today, if they are struggling through that same problem, that it changes. So I just want everyone out there to be very purposeful in getting to know and love and be kind to these kids and give them the mentoring they need and reel them back in from this dark place, right? And I don't know. I have so many people that are so important to me and very close to my heart, going through so many things right now, that I feel like I had to walk through hell to find my purpose. Okay? Hi, Katrina. And for that, I'm grateful. I would rather walk through hell than anyone else that I love have to walk through hell. Okay? So we need to think about, how do we want to be remembered? Because I want to be remembered as that person who always loved, who was always kind, who always tried to inspire, who always tried to motivate, who always tried to bring people out from the pits of hell. Okay? And if there were more people who were loving and kind and all of these things, then this world would not be so dark. So I know everyone watching on here are all beautiful souls, because I know the majority of you. And it's like, let's make a decision to impact more of the world instead of sitting around complaining about the way things are going and whatever. Be the solution. Like, stop being the problem. Stop adding to it. Stop creating drama. Stop doing all of that and start being the solution. Because bottom line is, we have all kinds of people dying. We have people committing suicide because they can't handle all this stress. They can't handle all this drama. They have no friends or family to turn to. And it hurts my heart. Like, this weekend has been so freaking emotional. And then today was brought back up to that high again from a tube of lipstick. Because I truly impacted a child. So I want y'all to think about everything you do in your life. You know, and start being more caring. And, you know, I made a post today that said, you know, if you do things with true love and integrity, you will become an inspiration. And I saw that firsthand today. And that does not make me any better person. That just means that I've probably, like I said, been to a lower place in hell than most people. And thank God there is a God, you know, who has shown me my purpose and shown me my way so that I can now pass that on to other people. Love you too, Christy. I actually love all of y'all that are watching. And sorry, I didn't mean to get, but this day has been something. It's just, and it's not even just this day. You know, I have another girl, and I'm not going to give names, but I'm going to say that her husband was my son's best friend growing up. He spent a lot of time at my house. And his wife is 25 years old, battling breast cancer. And I remember reading that post on Facebook, and it just stopped me dead in my track. Because, you know, I'm strong. I'm really tough. You know, I mean, I'm convinced that's why God gave me cancer. It wasn't a punishment. It was so I can be who I am today. You know, and I can help these people who are struggling through what they're going through. And I would do it over and over and over again. You know, I have another friend very dear to my heart who I've known my entire life, you know, that is battling through something similar. And I really worry about these people's mental state of minds. You know, I really want to teach them to be able to self-talk and to really get into the spiritual part of their world, because that is the only thing that's going to help bring them out of that dark place. You know, and it took me a long time to learn that. You know, I remember calling my mom during my cancer battle and saying, how many of these pills do I need to take just to not wake up tomorrow? I can't stress enough how emotionally draining your health situation can be. you know, and I can't even imagine going through that at the age of 25. I can't imagine a mother burying her child at the age of 18. And I know that I have, you know, a lot of the youth that follow me, and I hope they're hearing me right now. I hope people who are medically, you know, dealing with issues are hearing me. That there is so much more life there. You just got to fight it. You've got to fight every negative feeling with everything you have. And you also have to learn how to be very supportive to other people. So I wanted to jump on tonight, and I'm sorry I was so sad, but I'm actually extremely happy that I'm able to be this blessing in other people's lives. I'm just extremely sad that there's so many people that I love that are going through some really crappy things. And yeah, but I do love this lipstick color, right? And I will wear it every day. Clearly, I've worn it for 20 years, but not been able to find it. I thought they had discontinued it. So, you know, there's always that silver lining through all bad times. And I want to be that silver lining. And I want more people out there to be that silver lining. So, y'all have a great night. Thank you so much for watching. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.